isn't my birthday, but I'm going to drink.
That's what you should do on your birthday.
Every day. Brad is here, my friend from Brown Derby, who educates us on new things, different topics of drinks that they offer at Brown Derby. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Happy birthday.
Thank you. We talked moonshine last week, which I was a big fan of, surprisingly. And this week we're talking about
Box wine.
Now, I've only had the one kind you buy at the grocery store in the white box.
The Franzia. Everybody's had Franz. It's like the boons of box wine.
I really only drank it when my mom would like have her card group and they'd have that out in the fridge. And
Blush or
yeah.
chillable red.
Right.
Or something that you really didn't know what it was.
Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
But, okay, so we're going to talk about these box wines that you guys have to offer. I don't know a whole lot about box wines, so take it away.
Well, great. I mean, that's kind of what we're here to do, and it's a lot of fun to discover new things and new technologies and better ways to taste and drink wine.
Yeah.
And this is one of them. We were just talking before, it looks like a small box. If you see it, it looks like it's about the size of a regular bottle, but it's actually equal to 4 bottles in these boxes.
That's wild.
And the big difference from the Franzia, Peter Vella, Almaden 5-liter box wine days, these are 3-liter boxes, but they're what they would call, premium wine. Now, don't get scared off by premium wine, but it means it's a higher quality. It's a better, you're drinking better Cabernet Sauvignon or
That's
better
what you
Chardonnay.
want anyways.
You want better wine, whether it's in a
Yeah.
box or a bottle. And these are vintage wines. If you look at the box, you can see 2010, so it's from a particular year, which
Okay.
gives it a little bit more credibility to the quality of wine of where it's coming from.
Okay.
Not to mention the green aspect of it.
Yeah, you're not dealing with glass or anything.
I think some of the things they've thrown out there is 85% less effect on the environment. I mean, something like Boda Box is, everything about it is recyclable.
They're heavy, too. There's a lot of wine in these little boxes.
4 bottles. And, people look at them and they say, oh, $20 for a box of wine, that's expensive. But they don't realize there's 4 standard 750 milliliter bottles in there. So that's $5 a bottle of wine.
Now, you had a good point earlier. I'm the only one in my house, really, who drinks wine. And I like to have a glass, while I'm cooking dinner or something. But I'll really just will have a glass. And then it's like my whole bottle of wine goes to waste. Because if I don't drink it right away, it turns a weird color and tastes like vinegar.
Gets oxidized.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest problem, is you open a bottle of wine, it tastes great, but you don't want to necessarily drink the whole thing.
Right.
And then a day later, the wine is changing and gone. Well, the technology part of box wine has kind of solved that issue. These are sealed, so oxygen can't get in. So even when you tap it and start pouring, they'll stay fresh from anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks in your refrigerator.
Okay. This is perfect for somebody like me. What are we going to taste first?
Well, one of them is Big House White, and
Okay.
it's kind of a non-traditional, non-conformist, crazy white wines. They don't tell you what it is, and so I thought it'd be a fun white wine to kind of get the palate started.
Okay.
Brought a spit bucket just in case, if you wanted to work on our arc of spitting into the bucket.
I'll watch you
but
do
it's
it
your
first.
birthday, so
I
if you
might
want to
swallow.
Just
Okay.
Cheers.
Thank you. Cheers to you. Okay, tell me the proper way.
Well, the only proper way to drink wine or to have wine is to drink it. And enjoy it and not get too caught up. But, swirling wine, whether it's a box wine or anything else, it just gets air to it.
Okay.
So when you do that, the more air, once it's open and in your glass gets to it, the more aromas and flavors come out. And that's true. I mean, people talk about when we pour a red next to the legs and different things.
Yeah.
That might show what the alcohol content is, but it doesn't really mean a whole lot.
So should you pour a glass and let it sit out a little bit before you take a drink?
No, not necessarily. Now, younger wines that can be decanted and different things as we'll get down the road, and more premium, when you get into $40, $50 bottles of wine that are younger vintages that need more air to open up because they haven't been put back in a cellar per se.
Okay.
It helps to decant them or let it get some air to them. And they change. Wine's a changing thing.
Okay.
I mean, it evolves in the glass as you drink it. So
Right on.
test this crazy white out called Big House White. And then Octavin, so it's got an 8 side, so it's a little different shaped.
I love it. I like white wine a lot. It's sweet, but it's kind of dry. Oh, you're a good spitter.
So, what's fun about this wine is it's not Chardonnay, it's not Sauvignon Blanc, it's not those traditional grapes. So
yeah.
I don't even really know what's in here, but I can only guess that it's some lighter style, fresher style white wines.
This would be good like with lunch in the summertime.
Absolutely, a good
Very
2-hour
refreshing.
lunch,
Yeah.
Salads and seafood and
Chicken salad.
or by itself.
Yeah, it's really, really good. I like this one a lot.
And that's what's changed as well. I don't know if I mentioned earlier, is that they're different varietals. I mean, before you could get your chillable red and blush,
Yeah.
you could get Cabernet. Well, I mean, I brought in a Malbec, a Pinot Grigio, a Shiraz, a Red Blend, an Old Vine Zinfandel. So you can get almost everything. You can get New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc in a box, you know, and several years ago that was unheard of.
So I have this friend, every time we drink wine, he's very snooty about it, and he'll, you know, twist it forever, and then he'll smell it forever, and then he'll swish it in his mouth forever before he swallows it. But then he'll tell me, you know, oh, it tastes like oak and nuts and strawberries. I'm like, how do you know all those things?
Well, you know, some people are definitely better at it than others.
Yeah.
The sensory of what's in a bottle of wine.
Mm-hmm.
Typically, women have better palates than men in the first place. You could probably show them up. But,
Okay, I need to get better at that.
Practice, really. I mean, you have to almost taste. People say cassis and strawberries, and you know, those are words and good descriptors, but unless you're really tasting a lot and often, it's hard to pick them up. There are reasons, you know, to kind of swish it around your mouth so it hits all sides of your palate. You know, sweet, salty, all those things, and you can pick up tannins, and those are all things that at some point people do enjoy doing. Or when it's in your mouth, you might even hear me on the mic kind of bringing air over the wine in my mouth as well. Again, just to taste it and get different flavors. But the main thing about it, I call it the Y scale. I don't care if you're drinking a box wine or a $50 bottle of wine. You either like it or you don't. It's yuck or yum.
Okay.
And that's why it's actually a lot of fun to taste wine when you don't know what the label is. It's fun to bring a box wine and take it to Mr. Snooty and pour him a glass and say, you know, and maybe act like it's a real premium high-end wine and say, hey, what do you think of this? And, you know, they recommended it to me and I spent some money on it.
Yeah.
You know, because in the end, it just needs to be enjoyable.
Okay, well, I'm going to work on my art of spitting really quick. I'm going to have you teach me and play a song, and then we'll come back and do red.
Okay.
We're talking about box wines. A lot of people think, ooh, wine in a box, cheap, gross. My mom drinks that. Not this kind. We got some good stuff in here today. Brad from Brown Derby is educating us on box wine. We just tried Big House.
Big House White.
It was really good. I really like it. I would buy it and drink it at home. We're going to talk red next.
I was pleasantly surprised by that wine.
Yeah.
You know, and the box wine, you know, it's like the Franzi is the old school world of box wine. This is the new school world. So now we're going to jump into red.
This is for the cool kids.
And, you know, what's fun about these two, I mean, they're easy to administer. You know, it's like tapping a keg, you know.
Right.
You just get there, pull this, when you pop it, pull the spout out, put it right there. You have a little Malbec from Argentina coming right out of the glass.
Easy to clean.
Out of the box.
Yeah. Guys, if you ever want to bring home wine for your lady, this is a really good idea. One of these Boda boxes or the black box. And that way she can have way more than just a bottle and it lasts for 4 to 6 weeks. Okay, tell us about this one.
So, you know, again, going back to, we're kind of getting away from the mainstream varietals, and this is Malbec from Argentina.
Okay.
Malbec is a grape that's been coming on strong, both for flavors but also for price point. You can get really good wines from Argentina for, you know, under $10, $8 for a regular 750 milliliter bottle of wine. It's a little bit, you know, softer than Cabernet Sauvignon, so it's a little bit more approachable, but a little bit bigger than Merlot, in my opinion. So a little different flavor, so it's kind of in between.
All right.
So this is Argentinian Malbec out of the box.
Oh, I really like this one. Can't decide. They're both so good. This one's really smooth.
And it's, you know, if you get in the temperature, it's chilled.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people make the mistake of drinking red wine at room temperature. Even in a box.
Right.
Stick it in the fridge for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Just cool it down a little bit and really lets the flavors of the wine come out versus
Easier to drink,
the astringencies of it.
Yeah. This is really good. I like this one too. Okay, so Black Box, Boda Box, and Big House wines are probably the 3 best choices if you want a good wine in a box that'll last 4 to 6 weeks and different. They have almost every different type.
Everything you want, yeah.
Right on. Is there anything else I need to know?
You know, it's not that time of year we're on the lakes and rivers, but I mean, obviously it makes a lot of sense where you can't take glass. You know, I mean, you can take the bag out of the box, put it in a cooler. I mean, it's pretty versatile. Picnics,
Why didn't I
different
think
things.
about it? We go to the lake every weekend in the summer, and I never take wine because you can't have glass on the boat.
Put the bag in the cooler.
Oh,
We'll revisit that in summertime.
You're a genius. Thanks, Brad, for coming in today. I'll be blogging about this, the different types of wines, and you can see the video, all the different types we tried, and some pictures on our Facebook page and Q121.fm. Brad, have a great day, friend.
You too. Happy birthday.
Thank
Have
you.
A good one.
I will.
People kind of are afraid to spit it, you know, because it dribbles out, and they just give it a Hey, perfect.